I think that it. I'll make sure I'm not going to get too bad of feedback. Okay, that's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your exclusive music experience is about to take flight. Join us now for a performance with real heart at the Southwest Soundstage presented by iHeartMedia.
You guys give it up for K.Flay, making her debut on the Southwest Soundstage. Welcome to Radio 1057 World Headquarters. Welcome to Atlanta.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being here, guys.
K.Flay's playing at the Masquerade tonight. Many of you hopefully already have tickets. Do you know if there's still tickets left to that show?
I don't know.
Okay.
There may not be. There might be a couple.
By the time
No one knows.
this session is over, we will have that information.
Okay.
Somebody back there look it up.
That'll be the suspense of this whole time, waiting for that information.
Well, congratulations on your EP that came out in August.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. And I'm reading that you've got a brand new album coming out in April.
Yes, April 7th.
Okay. And tell us, as a room full of people who are big fans of yours, what we can expect on the new album in April.
So the new record also contains the EP. Okay. So, and I think that's like a little bit of a prelude to just the vibe of it. But I'm really excited about it, really proud of it. I think it just sort of expands thematically on some of the stuff that's in the EP, and there's just more space with the record. But there's some quiet ones, some not quiet ones, and yeah, feeling pretty good. We're mastering it on Thursday, so I'm kind of like I'm in like the stress mode. I'm like approving some mixed stuff. So anyway, I'm kind of
the pressure is on.
I feel like I'm 8 months pregnant, you know.
You look incredibly
Thank you.
thin.
Thank you. I feel great.
And you're the first signee from Dan of
Yes.
of Imagine Dragons. This is kind of his imprint, correct?
Exactly.
How involved is he creatively in what's aside from signing you? Obviously, was his choice. How involved is he in the rest of the creative process?
Dan's been great. I mean, I think from the get-go, he was like, as much as you want me to be involved, I will be. So he's a great resource. I think, especially as a solo artist, you don't have a band per se, to help sometimes make these decisions and compare mixes or compare versions of songs. So Dan's been great in the mix process, and coming to the shows, giving feedback. And it's good to talk to someone too who has that level of experience touring in a pretty big capacity.
It's the best kind of boss. I'm here if you need me. Otherwise, do your own thing.
Exactly, and he's been great. And I think for him, he just wanted to be able to give another artist autonomy and resources, which is kind of the dream situation.
And the support for more than for 15 minutes, because that's not how long it takes to develop a career.
No, this takes longer.
Right. Well, you're crushing it. You want to play a song for us?
Yeah, so this is Josh, by the way.
Josh.
And this first song's a song off the EP, and it is called Hollywood Forever. I moved to LA about 9 months ago, and there's a cemetery there called Hollywood Forever, which is pretty psychotic of a name for a cemetery, though it is beautiful, and they've got an amazing venue there. We actually did the release party for the EP there, so it's a great spot. But I was driving down the street and kind of came up with the idea for this song, and here it is. Sex, despising my image. I'm enlightened and slightly obsessed. In the dark every day, it looks better. Oh, whoa. Hollywood forever, Hollywood forever. Day, it feels better. Oh, whoa. Hollywood forever, Hollywood forever. I'm scared, I'm a loser. Away of my face. My father was a user, and I'm afraid I'm just the same. I used to be so confident, so sober and awake, I never thought to act. Devoted and ashamed, wanted to call my ex, to hear him say my name over the phone to me. In the dark every day, it looks better. Oh, whoa. Hollywood forever, Hollywood forever. In the dark every day, it feels better. Oh, whoa. Hollywood forever, Hollywood forever. In a house on a cliff on the coast, while I pray to my God that sows. Said a cheers to the reasons I've been at it all evening. All I wanted was to never get old. On a bed in a room with a key, while I was reading a rag magazine. Said a cheers to the demons who've been with me all evening. All I wanted was to never be seen. In the dark every day, it looks better. Whoa. Hollywood forever, Hollywood forever. In the dark, I'm alive, I'm a legend. Oh, whoa. Hollywood forever, Hollywood forever. In the dark, everything looks better. Oh, whoa. Hollywood forever, Hollywood forever. Thank you.
So my next question is about live performing.
Yeah.
And how vastly different this is, obviously, than your regular live show, and a lot louder, and you probably not sitting as much.
No
Just a
sitting,
guess.
in fact. Unless on the floor or kind of laying.
Okay, that's maybe
nap.
towards the end. Yeah.
Maybe just give up.
But you've obviously performed in rooms that hold a couple hundred people. You've performed at festivals that have people as far as you can see. Which of those, just personally, let's pretend like exposure is not a thing and paycheck is not a thing. Personally, which of those is your favorite as an artist?
definitely the smaller clubs. I mean, I think I go to a lot of shows when I'm off the road, other people's shows, and those are the ones that I like to be at. You know, I think there's an intimacy there, and like it's sort of, and not to say we're not having these experiences anymore in the modern age, but it's nice to be with people all kind of united in a common cause, I guess, which is essentially to have a good show, you know, because people on stage want that, the crew wants that, the venue wants that, the audience wants that. So it feels just kind of nice, I guess. It makes me feel less sad about the future of the world.
Well, and they're closer to you, too, to make them seem more real as opposed to that guy
Yeah.
at the beer cart down there. And
I think there's like more spontaneity. I don't know. You can hear people shout stuff and reply. You know, there's like more. It's more of an interactional space, I find, than just a bigger festival crowd. Even though that's awesome for exposure and everything else.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you were able to do this too, because some artists are not feeling the stripped down thing. So I really appreciate you.
Oh, we love it
doing it.
actually. We enjoy doing it. It's kind of a nice. Sometimes it's nice to like think about things in a different way.
Well, and it's also
That was vague.
some of them
but-
sound like completely different songs than what you hear
Totally.
from the record, or so that's why we like it. Kind of peels back the layers a little
Yeah.
bit. All right, so collaborations very big.
Mhm.
Right? Actually, Linkin Park just released one that has with Kiara, who's a big pop star. 2 questions.
Mhm.
If you could have someone call you and say, "Hey, I've got this song. I need a verse. I want you to guest on it and send you the music." Who would that be?
Well, I mean, I don't know if this would be a verse scenario, but I'm a big Karen O fan, so that would be a pretty good experience for me.
Okay.
The phone call would be good. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be really cool. In fact, I was just listening to she has that duet with Ezra from Vampire Weekend. It's so beautiful, and I was like, man, that'd be fun to do a different version of. So maybe that.
All right. So on the flip of that, for your record coming out in April,
Yes.
if you could have someone come in, not their music, but your music, and them come and just kind of offer a verse or
Do a thing.
perform with you, duet with you, who do you think would be great for that?
Well, probably a lot of people. There's actually a dude from Atlanta, this guy named Black with a 6. I don't know if you guys know him. He's awesome. I actually just saw him play in LA.
Okay.
It was a really, really cool show. So I think that would be cool.
That'd be
And that's
great.
in Atlanta special, you know? I like Atlanta.
We have a pretty incredible
No.
hotbed of
Yeah, we
artists
love Atlanta.
there,
Truly,
right?
truly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the guy opening up for us, the first of 3 on this tour, is from Atlanta. His
Really?
name's Dae Jack, yeah.
Okay.
And he's awesome.
I'll have to look him up too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, you gonna play another song for us?
Yeah,
Cool.
gonna do another one. This is kind of a throwback a little bit to I put out a record called Life is a Dog, and this is a song from that. Ready. Don't think that I've been this nervous with a cold drink in my toe and saying no thanks. Like anyway it goes, cause I know things they shouldn't have told me. Now I'm thinking what for? Hanging by a sentence at the drugstore, barely even steady at the front door. Hate my own shit, but I love yours. Yeah, I really love yours. A 7 in the afternoon, half asleep, count the chords. Well, all I think about is you constantly. That's the hard part. Static on the line, I hear it all the time, but I'm quiet when you make me play. I feel it coming back. I watch it turn to black, but I'm brighter when you make me fade. You make me fade. You make me fade.
messing with the wrong stuff now. I've been messing with the right shit. Yeah, I think I like it. Waiting for the call to call. Who could say it was easy? I sad about the bad I've done on my grave. Please believe me, static on the line. I hear it all the time, but I'm quiet when you make me fade. I feel it coming back. Watch it turn up black, but I'm bright when you make me fade. You make me fade. You make me fade. You make me bright when you make me fade. Swear I've been trying to reach you, I'm dying. You kill me while you keep your phone on silent. Recognize my role, I fucked up the timing. But you and I lately been acting like islands. Make a go wanna get stupid and violent, but silently I've been eyeing the horizon. Patterns repeat, you shouldn't be surprised. No, you know you made me. You make me fade. You make me fade. You make me. You make me fade. You make me bright when you make me fade. You make me. You make me. You make me fade. You make me fade. You make me fade.
Thanks.
This is a 404 session live from the Southwest Soundstage with K.Flay. By the way, I forgot to re-mention that last time for editing purposes.
Yeah. what's 404? Is that
That's our
Area code?
That's our area code,
cool?
right?
I figured, but
Although the city is growing so quickly that we just can't stay on top of it.
I know. So you gotta, if you have one, you should hold on to it, because in a few years, people are gonna be like, I want that.
I want that
404."
original 404. That's right.
So
Yeah, apparently, just yesterday, the world's worst traffic list came out in Atlanta, number 7, not in the country, in the world. Of course, you guys in LA, you got us beat though.
yeah, I try not to drive too much.
Smart.
Just walk. You know, that's the weird thing about LA. That's kind of the one thing that I find strange, that it's so nice all the time and nobody walks. It's not a walking town.
But the weather's
great.
incredible. Yeah, that is bizarre.
Weather's great.
It's the smog, maybe.
Maybe.
So I was blown away yesterday by the fact that it would have been Kurt Cobain's 50th birthday, mainly because that means that I'm way older than I think that I am, or want to admit that I am. But Kurt Cobain didn't just inspire people musically. I feel like for his genre, for an entire generation of people as an artist. Who, when you were young, before you knew this is what you wanted to do for a living,
Mm-hmm.
who were the artists who just really spoke to you? Whether not genre specific, just people who you thought, this person is creative and captivating.
Well, I mean, part of that answer is that I didn't become super emotionally invested in music until college. I listened to music, but it wasn't my lifeline in any way. I wasn't living and dying by it. But that being said, I grew up listening to a lot of hip hop, and I was actually huge, and still am, a huge Outkast fan. I did an EP. Like one of the greatest things that happened in my life was I recorded and mixed an EP at Stankonia, which was really cool and kind of special for me. But yeah, and I think when I got to college and really started digging into stuff that would later, influence me and meant a lot to me, it was like a lot of left of center rap, both from the U.S. and the UK. Like Dizzy Rascal's first record was very influential for me. And then on the flip side, I listened to a lot of like 90s kind of female fronted stuff. Liz Phair's first record was also a big one for me, Exile in Guyville, if you guys know that. And I'm a huge Metric fan as well. So a lot of that stuff I didn't start listening to, though, until I was 18, 19. And then growing up, I just listened to, like, the Beatles, Zeppelin.
Stuff your parents were listening to.
Stuff my parents, which is great stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
And, like, folk music, a lot of Joni Mitchell.
But you never thought, I'm going to be a pop star.
No, I still don't think that, but definitely not as a child.
No,
no, I wasn't. Yeah, I was kind of a late bloomer in the musical sense, but I'm glad I found it eventually.
Well, I think that adds honesty to what you're writing about. You're writing about things that are special to you, not just writing a hit to make yourself famous.
Totally. I think, yeah, music is kind of this pretty special thing. Once you tap into whatever you love about it, once you find that, then it's kind of a reason to exist.
Well, you're obviously a great wordsmith. Do you ever get to the point where you write something that is kind of melancholy in the lyrics, and then go, well, if I wrote a song that had a melody to go with this, it would be a funeral dirge, and I don't want to do that. Do you sometimes feel like the music doesn't match up with the lyrics sometimes, as far as one seeming and sounding happy, where you're actually talking about something very dark?
Well, I think there's something good about that tension, potentially, depending on what you're aiming for. But for me, I do try to temper some of that stuff. Like even that last song's kind of a bummer, the lyrics, but it doesn't feel like, I don't think it feels like, overly maudlin or something. But yeah, so I think it's nice sometimes to have like a darker lyric with a kind of more a happier sounding thing. But then sometimes you just gotta go Elliott Smith on him, Bummed, super bummed. He's amazing, but
that's where a lot of our greatest music comes from, though.
Totally,
it's from very, very dark places.
Yeah.
So thanks again for coming.
Of course, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for having me.
Gonna play another song for us?
Yeah, we got one more for you.
Awesome.
Yeah, this one I wrote in my parents' basement over Christmas time, not this Christmas, but the last one. And so that was in the Bay Area, and then ended up recording it and finishing it out just outside Nashville. So not too far from here. Stone's throw to the alien from Men in Black at the end. Okay. Ready? Yeah, I'm ready. This song's called Blood in the Cut.
Got another girl. He might be fucking her right now. I don't have an apartment. Thought if I was smart I'd make it far, but I'm still at the start. Guess I'm contagious. It'd be safest if you ran. Fuck, that's what they all just end up doing in the end. Take my car and paint it black. Take my arm, break it in half. Say something, do it soon. It's too quiet in this room, I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub, need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cut, I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub, need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cut, I need blood in the cut, I need blood in the cut. Met back up at the boy I love. I cried on the streets of San Francisco. I don't have an agenda, All I do is pretend to be okay, so my friends can't see my heart in the blender. And lately, I've been killing all my time, reading through your messages, my favorite way to die. Take my head and kick it in, break some bread for all my sins. Say a word, do it soon. It's too quiet in this room, I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub, need the crack of a whip, need some blood in the cup. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub, need the crack of a whip, need some blood in the cup. I need blood in the cup. I need blood in the cup.
So much. Really appreciate it. We're gonna give you a chance to pop back into your room for a second.
Okay.
And then we'll get everybody lined up for a little
Amazing.
meet and greet. Cool?
Thank you guys again.
You guys give it up again for K.Flay. And Josh.